Hi! So I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about this video I watched last night. And basically, I think the video is like a year old now, and I'll link it in the description below so you can go watch it if you want to. But it was how to acquire a language, not learn it. And basically, this guy learned Arabic in a year, and Arabic is like a level 5 language, like Japanese, so it's supposed to be like one of the most difficult ones for people whose first language is English to learn. I think that he said it's supposed to take about 1,220 hours or something to actually learn the language. But basically his whole theory is that you shouldn't like sit down and study and learn like you do in school. Instead, you should learn how children learn. So like when you first learn to talk, when you first learn English, you didn't like sit down and study words and stuff like that. You like acquired the language from listening to the people around you speak, or from listening to them read to you, and like they pointed stuff out and said, you know, this is a cup, this is blue, this is whatever. And so he said that that's like the best way to learn a language or acquire it. And so he took a year and he learned Arabic through that, and he was almost completely fluent by the end of the year. And I honestly just thought it was incredible. Like, no one's ever like even brought up how to learn a language like that to me before, which I think is crazy, because especially since I've been here in Japan, like I found my favourite way to just study, I suppose it's not really study, but to practice, is to just have conversations with people. And I didn't think of that as like a legitimate way to learn, if you know what I mean, because like that's not how you do it in school, that's not whatever. But basically he was saying like you shouldn't, especially with languages that don't have a Roman alphabet, you shouldn't learn to read or write it until you're basically fluent in the language anyway, because it just doesn't make sense to like read and write something that you don't understand, which makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense, like now that I think about it. But yeah, I just thought that was incredible. It's given me like a new motivation, because I'm very bad at self-motivation and I hate studying. But yeah, I actually messaged two of my friends here while I was watching the video, and I was like, hey, can we meet up and just like chat? So yeah, basically what this guy did was he learned Arabic through exchanges to begin with. So he spoke to people who were native speakers in Arabic, and for instance, he would have a magazine, and he would just get them to talk to him like he was a child learning to speak for the first time. So they would be like, this is a magazine, the man is wearing a red t-shirt, you know, like easy stuff. And then so basically you learn like associations, like, oh, that's a red t-shirt, this is a magazine, and you know the words, so then you know magazine, you know red, you know t-shirt. And then like eventually, as it goes on, you start picking up whole phrases, whole sentences. And then he got a teacher to teach him in, like, he wanted to learn in at least 90% the target language, so they'd never speak English in the lessons. He would put like adverts on the internet saying, oh, if you are a native speaker and you want to exchange an hour of Arabic for an hour of English, then let me know. And yeah, so he learned like that, and then he went and spent 3 months in Cairo and just picked it up, and I think that's incredible. Like, he could not read or write it, but he could speak it like fluently. And honestly, speaking is more important. Like, even in Japan, like yesterday I wanted to book to get my nails done, so I looked up the website because there's a nail salon near where I am, but I looked up on the website and I didn't really understand like how to book online, because obviously it's all written in kanji and kanji is really difficult to read. So yeah, I walked down and I just booked it in person because speaking is so much easier. Like, it's just, you don't have to read, you don't have to write, there's no like complicated meaning either where you're reading and you're like, oh, does it mean this, does it mean this? If someone's speaking to you, you know from the context, you know from their body language, like sometimes they'll do signs that like convey the meaning as well. So it's just, yeah, I thought it was a great way to demonstrate how to learn a language. And yeah, if anyone, and yeah, so if any of you want to try learning a language, I recommend trying to watch that video. It's a bit long, but it's really good. Yeah, I recommend trying that. And at the very least, you'll pick up a few things from people who come from a different culture, and you can help them out with their English if you want to do that. So yeah, that's fun, and I'll see you another time then. Bye!